So in the movie Home Alone, when young Kevin McAllister went to the grocery store in 1990, his total grocery bill was $19.83. He bought milk, bread, toilet paper, laundry detergent, fabric softener, cling wrap, mac and cheese, a TV dinner, orange juice, and we can never forget a bag of plastic Army Men. Last Christmas, all that would have cost him $44.40. But this Christmas, that little iconic movie trip would have cost Kevin a whopping $72.28.
Is this true? Let's take a look. Keep in mind that the things that I added to this list are going to vary greatly depending on brand that, Kevin Malone bought, okay? As well as all the other things, including sizes, maybe he bought a different fluid ounces, these kinds of things. Also, like stuff like this, like maybe he bought a 6-pack of rolls, whatever the case may be. So again, brand and things are going to come into play with price variations. But what we got here is we got the bread, we got the orange juice, we got the milk, we got the cling wrap, the cotton, the fabric softener and the laundry detergent, the toilet paper, the mac and cheese, and the Hungry Man dinner. Again, I just kind of guessed on these things. I seem to remember in the movie he said something about Hungry Man, so there we go. Now, over here we got the total, $29.86. This is in 2023. Okay, in 1990, he spent $20. This is an increase of $9. And I even went on, the great value brands as much as possible for a lot of this stuff. Even with the great value, I could have gotten 70 cents instead of $1.34. So you can cut corners depending on, what brands and things that you want. Now, how many meals is this actually going to produce him? Maybe 2, 3 at max, depending on how much bread he can use at home. He's drinking the orange juice, drinking the milk, that kind of thing. Okay, great. Also, why is a kid getting laundry detergent and fabric softener? Did his family not have that at home? Also, toilet paper, again, something the family did not have before going on vacation? I don't know, whatever. And not everyone is a prepper. Maybe they shop day to day for toilet paper. Okay, let's look at a big grown-up grocery list feeding a family of 4. Okay, here we go. Before I show you the total, let me show you what I get. This is not an everyday average weekly thing, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do get. Normally, every week we will get 2 of these, so that equals 6. Not every week we get peanut butter, but we do eat peanut butter quite a bit, and this is the price. Remember, I'm all in Alaska, so prices vary, but even here in the interior, these prices are really reasonable. Now, you'll see quantities a lot that say 2. Okay, I get 2 because I'm a prepper. I get 1 to eat and 1 to store. And if we eat a lot of something like these oats, I will get more than 1 almost every trip. Heavy whipping cream I use to make like Alfredo sauce and things like that. Milk, cheese. We do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, carrots and oranges and apples and bananas and broccoli and, sweet potatoes and potatoes. We eat a lot of these things. Sweet potatoes, holy moly, they are so expensive lately, but we eat a lot of it. And I also get a lot of frozen vegetable as well, which we eat, but I don't get the frozen vegetables as often. I will maybe get these once a month or something like that. But frozen vegetables in general are pretty cheap, and I'll usually get 2 or 3 at a time. I will generally get frozen chicken, but we actually grew our own chicken, so I don't buy chicken a lot, but this is just to show you, if you are buying chicken, for a 3-pound of frozen, it's $12. For the fresh, it was even more. For anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds, it was more like $20 for the fresh. And this is something I don't get very often, maybe once or twice a month, but about $6 for that if we do get it. As you can see, I think meat is the highest price here. Jimmy Dean, the sausage, we get maybe twice a month just because it adds up. We do, and again, this will be something that I would buy 2 of because we put 1 in the freezer and use 1. So I'm actually going to increase the price there. Every time we buy meat, we try to buy more than 1, except unless it's shrimp, we just buy 1 of those usually. And this we usually get at Costco. This we'll also usually get at Costco. Oh, we're just looking at Walmart right now for the typical family. Okay, so ground beef, we don't eat a ton of ground beef anymore. We eat a lot of chicken because we raised it, so we eat a lot of that chicken. But ground beef, about $10 for 2 pounds. A can of pasta sauce, you can make your own. That's totally fine. But this is, again, just the average person. Cream cheese, we do eat a lot of cream cheese on bread, sandwiches, in between crackers, things like that. It's a really quick snack. For a 2-pack, $5, it's actually not too bad. Pasta, we eat a lot of pasta. So, you know, again, this will be something that I buy 2 of because I'm a prepper. Keep that in mind. I will store one, keep one. So that's my motto here. And rice, I do usually get this at Costco. I get the big bag. I get like the 50-pound bag. But if you are getting it at Walmart, this is the price, $14. And a little spaghetti pasta up there. Canned carrots, again, I usually get actually 3 or 4. So right now I'm just doing 2. And these are, you know, all, I'm trying to get as much great value as I possibly can, you know, off brands as I possibly can with this. But we do get a lot of canned vegetables and fruits. And then black beans, we eat a lot of black beans. I tend to get a couple of the big bags almost every time we go because we do eat a lot of black beans. So let's look at the price. Okay, the price for this is $152.33. This is on average for a week. You know, again, I'm a prepper, so you can reduce these costs. So let's just go ahead, just for funsies, if you're still here, let's reduce these costs a little. Let's go here, here, here. Okay, so I've reduced the costs a little. And then that reduced it to $129.20 if I'm not getting more than one. So like we'll eat one bread and put the other bread in the freezer. We usually always have at least 4 breads in the freezer. You can definitely reduce costs a lot by trying to make your own bread, getting bulk flour, bulk sugar, all these things. I have all of these things, right? But if you're buying these things on a regular basis to make, I suggest getting them in bulk, like from Costco. Walmart does have some bulk sugar and flour as well. But I just wanted to show you guys, you know, if this is a weekly thing that you're doing, and there's a lot of things missing here, you know, like this isn't even like a full of everything that we normally eat. This is just like a baseline of what's going to keep us alive for a week. You know, there's no chips, there's no crackers, there's no candy, which is fine. That's all processed food. We don't need that. You know what I mean? I can make pizza. I can make all this stuff. You know, I can shred the cheese. You know, it's just about getting creative. Don't mistake what I'm saying here. I'm not at all saying that things are cheap, because $129 for this bill, which will last us maybe a week, half a week, something like that. This is for 4 people. You have to keep in mind, this will definitely, we're eating vegetables and fruits every single day for multiple meals of the day. And, I'm making as much as I can at home. I'm making our own pancakes. I'm making all these things, but sometimes I do get the pancake mixes, and sometimes I do get, the convenient foods that are going to help me throughout the week. Sometimes I do get frozen pancakes just because it's going to help me throughout the week. Sometimes my time is more valuable at that time. If I can afford it, I can afford it. Again, some of these things, you can definitely cut. You can make your own. You can do whatever. If you want to make your own pasta sauces, you want to make your own cream cheese at home, that's fine. You still have to procure the milk somehow. You want to make your own pasta, that's great. This didn't include eggs because we have chickens. We have plenty of eggs. We don't buy eggs, but eggs have definitely gone down a little bit in price, but it's actually been kind of difficult to get too. Anyway, my point is with this video, you can buy in bulk. You can do all these things to try to mitigate how you are spending your money, how you are shopping. You can get the off brands. If you want to shop more on brands, you're definitely going to be spending more money. I think it's just important. What I'm getting at with this video mostly is that it's important to really fact check this stuff. Yes, prices have absolutely increased over the years. Yes, over the past 3 years, significant increase in grocery prices. But we're trying to just make it work in, we're still trying to get that fresh fruits and vegetables as best as we can. There's no way I can even afford strawberries anymore unless I go to Costco and get the bulk. This is why it's so important to also have a diversified preparedness. It's, I'm going to buy this stuff at the grocery store. I am going to stock up on this, stuff in my freezer and the canned goods and things like that. But I'm also going to grow food. I'm also going to learn, forage, hunt, fish. I'm also going to learn to grow my own animals or find those farms and buy, bulk cows and stuff from them. This is a diversification of your preps. Yes, continue to do this stuff. Again, I'm a prepper, so I will spend, that extra what was it, 20, 30, whatever, $40 on those extra preps that will help me in the future, because I want to plan ahead. I don't want just a week's worth of groceries. I want to actually plan ahead. So that's why I also buy in bulk. I buy flour in bulk, sugar in bulk. I buy all this stuff in bulk, and, you know, rice. They don't have black beans in bulk at Costco. Otherwise I would. I can't buy from Missouri Standard, so I don't do that. I like to buy just a lot of things in bulk. Plus, this is not, also putting into consideration our chicken food and dog food, which we buy chicken food twice a month. In winter, it's a little bit more, 3 or 4 times a month. And then our dog food probably about once a month. Anyway, all of this is variable. You know, for a family of 4, I mean, we've really cut back a ton. Okay. If we need crackers, I buy crackers. You know, if we need special, you know, cooking supplies, I have to buy that cooking supplies. You know, it's very variable. This is not like an average. This is like the bare minimum of supplies, you know, that you need to live for a family of 4 for a week, in my opinion. Plus, like, you know, this might carry on a little bit into the next month or into the next week, things like that. But if I were shopping like just organic, you know, like if I were shopping just, you know, certain name brands, of course the prices are going to change. But I'd love to hear, you know, how it's going with you in your area. Again, this was not at all to say, wow, these prices are so cheap, because they're not. You know, like dairy, meats, you know, these things have increased so crazy in price. But if you can find ways to try to mitigate the prices and be prepared for the future, you know, you don't have to get, like, maybe if this week, maybe you can only afford 1 extra oats, then do that. You know, like, I like to go over here and get, you know, the extra rice and extra, you know, canned goods as often as I can, as well as filling my freezer with the frozen vegetables and fruits as best as I can. But if all you have money for this week to prep is, you know, 1 extra oat and maybe like a couple extra canned foods, then great. Let's do that. You know, figure out what's going to work best for you. We're all just doing our best in this economy and any future economy. But I think that this video should tell you more than ever, now is the time to prep. Now is the time to be prepared. And now is the time to get more when you can. Learn to be creative, cook more at home, and try to still be as healthy as possible without eating, you know, junk and stuff like that. I don't know. I kind of appreciate that the prices on junk food is so high that I'm not buying that anymore. And, you know, we're not consuming it. We're making our own cookies and these kinds of things and whatever. I'm not even mad about that. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. Let me know your comments down below. Talk to you later. Bye.